In the United States, interest in the sport is growing rapidly after a late start. Enthusiasm and attention to detail make up for a lack of competitive experience. Among the top drivers is one of the few women competing at international level.
In Europe, anyway, most of the team drivers are men, and most of the men have the money in Europe, and it is a fairly expensive sport. I also quite honestly feel that most men don't like the having their wives be the main competitor in the family. I saw Cynthia Hayden from England driving up in Toronto at the Royal Winter Fair, and I was so excited by the splendor and the brass and the polish and the patent leather and the glamour of it all that I immediately decided I had to start driving a team.
Thank you.
I liked the idea of team driving. It was fun and it gives you a high. And it does take a certain amount of skill, but it doesn't require the same athletic ability that riding does, especially high-level riding. And I think you can achieve a fair amount of success starting when you're grown up. I use a mixed pack of horses. I don't know anybody else who's driving 3 breeds of horses in their team, and I suppose it's not the thing to do. I have to have horses that have the right dispositions for me, and that means that they have to be quite tractable, not pull, and they have to wait for me when I'm in trouble. And that's perhaps one of the differences between me and some of the men drivers. They care more about the looks of the horses and the fact that they match than they do about the disposition. I believe this sport requires less ability from the horse, but more endurance and more teamwork between the animals, and certainly a very great degree of teamwork between the horses and the driver. That is the challenge of the sport, the achievement of getting 4 horses, sound, fit, conditioned, and trained and responsive to do the same job at the same time. The other countries are very strong. The Hungarians and the Dutch are particularly strong at the moment. But we hope this year that the Americans will have a very good showing. We have Bill Long, who's a star and has the ability to win a medal individually, I think, and can certainly put out a very good marathon.
To me, this is a real challenge. I work very hard at it, and I try very hard to do well at it. And my dressage still needs a lot more, but we're working at that. And I think someday that, as far as the United States goes, that we're going to have some of the best drivers in the world there.
Bill Long manages a farm in New Jersey, owned by top businessman Finn Casperson, and drives his team of Holstein horses. He's the most successful team driver in the States, and his aggressive style in the marathon took him to 7th place in the 1984 World Championships.
Okay, Billy, if you want to take the mare out, Karina, you want to take Meister?
My horse used to be so stiff, and they wouldn't bend, and then with the single driving, they really started to work and enjoy it. In our last event, it was the first dressage test that I have ever won, and I know it's because of the single driver.
Roscoe, come. Come. Roscoe, come. Come. Good boy.
Good. I have one lead horse that doesn't like the water at all. So I'm trying to get him over that. You know, wherever I can find a piece of water to put him in, I'll put him in it.
Come. Come.
He knows you're behind him, and he knows that you can reach him with that whip if he's not doing what you want him to. And then he responds when you get back in the team. You say his name, and he says, oh, he hasn't figured out yet that I can't get to him.
Ooh, it's too mucky. Oh. Oh, good boy. Oh.
I don't know how to explain it, but the horses really do respond a lot better.